Hi everyone, I'd like to share with you how I've done this piece. I've done it a few days ago, and a friend of mine wanted that, that I will make her the same, only with different colors, so I thought this would be a great tutorial, and I'm going to frame it and give it to her, but you can do it in your art journal. This one is going to my art journal, and if you are following my videos, you know that I work a lot of time on single pieces, and then I bind them into an art journal. So I'm putting this aside, and this is very simple. I just wanted to use, I've got lots of book pages. These are from the books that I've altered into a box, and so this is the inside that I take out to make a book into a box. So I've got lots of paper, and I wanted to use it in the background and basically use the same technique that I've showed you on the tags about layering stamps on it. Now to start, what I've done is I just put some uh, pages and spray them just to give them a little bit of color. Now you don't have to, I'm using my handmade homemade sprays. These are from gel food coloring and water, just a few drops, a little bit of water, and I just check if I like the intensity of the color. Now if you don't have any sprays, you can use watercolors, you can use acrylic paints, water down acrylic paints, whatever you've got. And you don't even have to do this stuff. I just wanted my pages to have a little bit of color, like so, and the color I'm using will coordinate with the color of the butterflies that are going on this piece. She wanted a turquoise, and so that's what I'm going to do. So basically this is the beginning of using the book pages. Now of course, so we won't have to wait indefinitely. I already made some pages with the same color. This will just go to another project, and of course this needs to dry. Moving this aside, and here we go. Here are the pages that I already sprayed and are dry, and here is another one, and this one is to do some checking before I'm stamping. I wasn't sure which kind, what color to pick for the background stamping, because I wanted interest and layering, but I don't want it to overwhelm and to take from the focal point. So I've just taken a small stamp, it doesn't matter which stamp, and I've tried. Here I've got the nautical blue by Memento, here I've got tuxedo black by Memento, and here I've got distress ink, a pine needle by Kim Holtz. And I think I'm going with this, with the green one, the pine needle. So moving this to a side, what I've done in the other piece that I've already made is just pick random, and I'm really stressing this out, random stamps. You don't have to have what I've got, you don't have to have anything similar, just pick random stamps. And here let's start with one. So I've got this stamp, this is from Stamperia. I've got some swirly one from AliExpress. All these are from AliExpress, from various sets. I've got a key, a clock, some flowers, some more swirly thing, and some dots. So beginning really doesn't matter. This is, as I showed you in the tags video, that if I will remember, I will put a link in the description box, and it even doesn't matter how it's stamped, if it's a good print or not. You just put it on random and play around. Now I can do one by one, or I can do the whole pages all together, and you can also overlap. It doesn't have to be anything special. This is completely playing and layering your pages, creating interest in the background. Here we go. Let's see. You can put dots, or again random. And although I've done some this checking, I think it's too much for the background. It's too overwhelming. I'm going to try and switch to the blue, and we'll see what we'll do. So here is the nautical blue, and here is another page. Now of course you can put all the pages and start stamping away, or you can do one by one. I'm going to do another one with this with the blue, and we'll see how this goes. I just put a piece of paper underneath so I won't have a complete mess here. So you see I'm just switching between stamps. Really doesn't matter. I can also stamp part of it. Like so. And overlapping. Another interesting page. Maybe I'll use pages from both, with blue and green, and hope it will work with the butterflies that I'm planning on using, you see. So moving this aside, I'm going to stamp at least 3 more pages, and I'll come back. I'm back. So I've got the pages ready to go to make a background. So because I'm going to gift it, I already took a frame that I have everything as usual from the cheap store. And what I'm doing is I'm going to remove this, and I'm going to use this flimsy paper that is inside the frame, because I know that I'm going to glue on top of it to do basically a collage. Then I don't care what my paper is, so I'm going to use it. It's already in the size of the frame, and I'm going to glue on top of it these pages. Now I'm going to start at least one of them just as is, and I'm going to use a glue stick. I don't need here a lot of glue, and if I can avoid wet glue like white, then I prefer it right now. It's not a heavy paper, so I don't think I need heavy glue for it. That's why I'm using the stick. So I've got one here, and now I want to play with the shapes, and I'm going to just randomly trim my pages like here. And this is finished. I'm taking another one. Yeah, here we go. Next one. I'm just making sure that I have enough glue on the edges so it will stick. Here we go. And my hands are already covered with a lot of ink as usual. And I'm taking the other piece that was here and just playing and putting it in another corner like so. If you're worried about smearing the ink, that it's not dry enough, just take a paper towel or some other stuff and just go like this and smooth it out. So again, another page, and let's see, I don't know, let's cut it like this time. We'll see what happens. I don't like to plan this stuff, I just do something glue some pieces and whatever goes. This is quite random. You want interest in the background. Yeah. So this is quite boring, me gluing pieces, but we shall overcome. Another page. And when you are doing this kind of collaging, you always need more than the size of your page, because you are overlapping pieces, so always make more in advance. I'm trimming because it also gives more interest that you have all kinds of shapes in the background. It's just another layer to your work. Best explanation I can give you. You've got several layers here. You've got the text of the page, you've got the sprays, then you've got overlapping stamps, and now you've got all these rectangles shapes. I don't know, let's trim it all. I wanted to put this here, but I already got this. I don't want them too close together. That's the only reason why I'm not putting it here. But otherwise there is no reason behind where I put each piece. I just don't want to have a straight line that will go from anywhere here to the other side. That's why I'm cutting and putting pieces randomly. You see, if I will put this piece here, it will create a line with this piece, and I don't want to. So I can glue this down here and break the straight line and trim the excess later. flipped it over because again I've got the same shape here and here. Yeah, like this. And last piece here. Here we go. I love this background. Trimming excess here. Now in the other piece here I had this trim of burlap with the lace that just went with the whole colors that I have here. You don't have to have something like that. I'm thinking now I have this butterflies for this piece, and as you can see, if I will glue them down without anything behind them, they are just vanishing into the background. So I want something underneath, and that was part of the reason for using the burlap trim. Now I've got this one. I don't know if it will work with here. We shall see. And again, it doesn't have to be burlap. It can be any kind of lace or any kind of trims or meshes, cheesecloth, whatever you've got. Use your imagination. I just have these burlap trims for so long, and I like to use what I have. And I'm thinking maybe I'll use it, or maybe I'm going to use the same one I've used before. Let's see, maybe with the black it will be even better. Oops, I'm finished with it. So no, I'm not going to use this. Not enough. And just so we'll see. Okay, trims and all kinds of, let's see, here is a black trim, ribbon, whatever, lace, don't know. Maybe if I'll do it one and another one like this, or let's see, I've got this lace, and let's see if it's something like that. Who said it has to be symmetrical? Yeah, black is definitely going to be here, and yeah, I'm going to use this too to do the background for these butterflies. So I'm going to right now just trim a little bit more than what I need. I'm going to glue this down, and afterwards I will just take out the excess. Now this I can do off camera. You don't need to see me glue another piece. What I wanted to talk to you about is the butterflies. The butterflies are just, I've printed them from the internet, and printer paper, nothing to it, and I've sprayed them so the ink won't smear. Now I've got white edges that I don't like, and usually I would take a makeup sponge like this and take some ink pad and try to go all around, but you have little crevices that it never gets in there. So what I figured out, and let me get this, I found these are the sponges, the little sponges that you're supposed to use, I think, for eyeshadows. So the way I figured it, and where is the black now? Here it is. I can use this instead of a big blob of makeup sponge. I can use this, and with this stuff go all around, no problem, easy peasy, and all to all the nook and crannies, and I don't have white anymore. So that's my big tip of the day for this video, how to get off all these white edges with no problem. Just this little stick that you are supposed to use for eyeshadows, and it goes very quickly and easily. You see, it can get inside, no problem. That's it. So I need to go over all my butterflies, and I need to stick these two trims down. So I'm going to do this and I'll come back. I'm back. So here are my butterflies all inked around and glued down here, and the only thing I want to do is darken the edges. Now I've seen in several videos by several people using this kind of makeup brush, and I found it in my cheap store, yay, and I want to try it. Don't know how it will work. I'm using the same nautical blue by Momento, and I want to go over the edges, and I'm using this because I'm hoping it will give a very soft darkening to the edges, and it won't be a harsh one. And I really like what's going on right now, and it does work. Wouldn't know what to do with it for makeup, but for this I know. And I'm thinking that with the blue I went inside quite a bit to darken the edges. So I'm thinking that I will add a little bit of black to the edges, and I'll show you in a minute. I just want to finish with the blue. You do need to put a little pressure so you won't sit all day and try to darken the edges, because it really does a really soft effect that I really like, but it takes time. If you want it darker, it takes time. So okay, so I'm finished with the blue, and I'm now taking the black, and let's see, I want to very gently go over the edges, but not inside. Yeah, I don't see any big difference, so let's see, I found another brush like this, only smaller one. I'll try this. If it won't work, I'm leaving it be. Well, this is a little bit better. I'll just add a little bit in several places. It really doesn't matter all that much. Corners I like darker, and I need to remember that a little bit of the edge won't show because it's going into a frame. Okay, here it is. I hope everything is in place. Now let's see. So I've got this, and let's see how it looks. Just to finish. Yeah, it doesn't want to move now. Here we go. Let's see. Yeah, this is it. That's the finished piece, and I'm quite satisfied with this. I hope you liked it. I hope you will try and use this technique with all the layering, and I hope you've enjoyed it. So thank you for watching, and thank you for leaving me comments below. I'll be seeing you in my next video. Bye for now.